My name is Vivienne Cross, and last Tuesday, my face appeared on a 40-foot billboard directly outside my ex-boyfriend's office window. The campaign was for my skincare company. My name in elegant letters, my image glowing against the city skyline. He sees it every morning when he arrives at work, every evening when he leaves. 3 years ago, he laughed when I said I would be rich someday. Now my success is impossible for him to ignore. I didn't plan it that way. But I'm not sorry it happened. We met in our mid-20s when neither of us had figured life out yet. I was working retail and dreaming of starting a business. He was climbing the corporate ladder at a mid-level finance firm. His name was Daniel. He was practical and ambitious in conventional ways. I was creative and ambitious in ways he considered unrealistic. For 2 years, we made it work. Then my dreams became too big for his tolerance. I had been researching skincare formulations for months. I wanted to create a line focused on sensitive skin using natural ingredients. I saved $3,000 and planned to launch with small batch production. I would sell online initially, build slowly, reinvest profits. Daniel listened to my plans with the expression of someone humoring a child. He said, it was a nice hobby idea, but I should focus on building a real career. Retail management, HR, something stable. I told him this was my real career. He laughed, not cruelly exactly, just dismissively, like I had suggested becoming an astronaut. The conversation that ended us happened on a Saturday morning. I showed him packaging samples I had designed, simple glass bottles with minimalist labels. He barely looked at them. He said we needed to talk seriously. He was 30 years old. He needed to think about his future. Marriage, house, family. He needed a partner who was realistic about money. I asked what that meant. He said it meant someone with a stable job and practical goals. Not someone chasing a fantasy about becoming rich from homemade face cream. His tone was patient but firm, like explaining basic math to someone who kept getting it wrong. I asked if he believed in me at all. He said he loved me, but that didn't mean supporting impractical decisions. If I wanted to make skincare as a hobby, fine. But I needed a real job. Real income, real contribution to a future together. Otherwise, he couldn't see how we moved forward. I sat there absorbing his ultimatum. Choose his version of realistic or lose the relationship. I chose myself. I told him we were done. He seemed shocked. He thought I would compromise. I packed my things that afternoon and moved in with a friend. He texted twice asking if I was serious. I never responded. The first year alone was brutal. I worked 2 jobs and made skincare products in my friend's kitchen at night. I tested formulations on myself and volunteers. I created a website and social media accounts, posted content about ingredients and skin health. My following grew slowly. 20 followers, then 50, then 200. I sold my first product to a stranger who found me through Instagram. $30 moisturizer. I cried when the order came through. Have you ever been called unrealistic for chasing a dream that later came true? Share your story in the comments. I reinvested every dollar. Better ingredients, better packaging, more inventory. I worked 16-hour days. My social media content improved. I learned about lighting and composition. I shared my story honestly, starting from scratch, building something with no safety net. People connected with the authenticity. By month 6, I had 2,000 followers and consistent sales. Small but growing, enough to quit one job and focus more on the business. Year 2 brought unexpected momentum. A beauty influencer with 500,000 followers discovered my products and posted an honest review. She loved the formulations. Her audience responded. My website crashed from traffic. I sold out of inventory in 3 days. Orders kept coming. I hired a fulfillment service and scaled production. Revenue jumped from $2,000 monthly to $30,000. I hired 2 employees. We moved out of my friend's kitchen into a small commercial space. The brand was becoming real, but the real transformation happened when I started creating video content. I posted skincare routines, ingredient education, behind the scenes of building the business. My face became associated with the brand. People knew me as the founder who built everything herself. My following grew exponentially. One video went viral, 3 million views. My follower count jumped to 200,000. Press coverage followed. Beauty magazines featured my story, podcast interviews, industry recognition. By the end of year 2, revenue hit $1 million. Year 3 was explosive. We launched in major retailers. I hired a marketing team and brand director. Revenue reached $8 million. We expanded the product line. I became the public face of the brand intentionally. My image represented the company. Self-made success, authenticity, quality. We planned a major advertising campaign, billboards in major cities, magazine spreads, digital ads. The goal was to establish national brand recognition. The marketing team selected billboard locations in downtown business districts, high visibility areas, maximum impact. They showed me the list: New York, Los Angeles, San Francisco, and my city. 3 locations, including one on 7th Street. I recognized the address immediately.
Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Turn on bell notification to stay updated for more revenge stories.
The building where Daniel's firm occupied the 12th floor. The billboard would be directly across from their windows. Impossible to miss. The marketing team had no idea about the connection. It was just prime advertising real estate. I approved the location without mentioning the irony. The campaign launched on a Monday morning. My face appeared on billboards across 5 cities simultaneously. The image was striking. Close-up shot, natural makeup, confident expression. The tagline read, "Built from nothing." For everyone who dared. My company name and elegant script. The campaign was designed to inspire, to connect with people who felt underestimated. It worked better than projected. Social media exploded. People posted photos standing in front of the billboards. The hashtag trended. Press coverage multiplied. The brand became a cultural moment. I didn't visit the 7th Street location initially. I was too busy managing the surge in attention. Interviews, partnership requests, investor interest. But 2 weeks after launch, curiosity got the better of me. I drove downtown during lunch hour and parked across the street. The billboard was massive, 40 feet of my face looking down at the financial district. Professional, powerful, unavoidable. I sat in my car and looked up at Daniel's office building. 12th floor, corner windows. He was up there somewhere, probably trying not to look at the billboard, probably failing. My phone buzzed. Text from an unknown number. It was Daniel. He said he saw the billboard. Said he was proud of me, said he always knew I would do well. I read the message twice. The revisionist history was almost funny. He always knew. He called my business a fantasy. He made me choose between my dream and our relationship. Now he saw my face 40 feet tall, and suddenly he always believed in me. I deleted the message without responding. Some conversations aren't worth having. Friends who knew our history asked if I planned the billboard location intentionally. I told them honestly it was coincidence, but coincidence that felt like justice. I didn't need to engineer revenge. Success handled it naturally. Daniel had to see my face every day, had to explain to colleagues who asked about the billboard, had to acknowledge that the woman he called unrealistic built something he couldn't ignore. That was enough, more than enough. The campaign ran for 3 months. Sales increased 40%. Brand recognition reached new heights. We opened our first retail store. I appeared on morning shows and business podcasts. My story became shorthand for perseverance and self-belief. People who felt dismissed by partners or family reached out, sharing their own journeys. The billboard wasn't just advertising. It was proof that other people's limited vision doesn't define your potential. Daniel tried reaching out twice more. Once through a mutual friend asking to meet for coffee. Once through LinkedIn with a professional congratulations message. I declined politely through the friend and ignored the LinkedIn request. I held no anger toward him. He was just a person who couldn't see past his own limitations. He wanted safety and convention. I wanted to build something meaningful. Those desires were incompatible. Better to discover that before marriage than after. The billboard eventually came down when the campaign cycle ended, but the impact remained. My brand was established, my face was recognized, my story was known, and Daniel still worked on the 12th floor of that building, still climbed the conventional ladder he chose. I hoped he found satisfaction in that path. It just wasn't mine. I chose risk over security and built something that reflected my values. That choice made all the difference. Sometimes former colleagues from my retail days reach out surprised by my success. They remember me folding clothes and talking about starting a business someday. They assumed it was daydreaming. Turns out daydreaming backed by relentless work becomes reality. The distance between impossible and inevitable is just consistent effort and refusing to internalize other people's doubts. Daniel represented those doubts. Every person who says be realistic, get a real job, stop chasing fantasies, they mean well often, but they're projecting their own fears onto your ambitions. My company continues growing. We're planning international expansion. The team has grown to 40 employees. Revenue is projected to reach 20 million this year. I still work constantly, but now it's building something I own rather than building someone else's dream. The difference is everything, and occasionally, when I drive past that building on 7th Street, I glance up at the 12th floor and smile. Not because I want Daniel to suffer, but because that billboard represented a truth he tried to deny. Some people are meant to build empires, and the people who can't see that are just revealing their own limitations. The best revenge isn't making someone regret leaving you. It's becoming so undeniably successful that their opinion becomes irrelevant. Daniel laughed at my ambitions. Then my face appeared 40 feet tall outside his office. I never had to say I told you so. The billboard said it louder than words ever could. Success served with silence. Stylish, elegant, permanent. That's the kind of revenge that actually satisfies. Not because it hurts someone else, because it proves you were right about yourself all along, and that validation is the only kind that truly matters. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel to watch more revenge and inspiring stories that will make you excited like this one. Where are you watching from? Drop your country in the comments and let us know what you think about this story.
Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Turn on bell notification to stay updated for more revenge stories.